let's talk about the fact that Dr. Bentley is here. Yes. That means it's TGIF. We cannot say that enough. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You come on, and what you do is you answer questions. We have a couple of questions in queue, so let's get right to them.
Okay.
Here's our first question. This is from Tammy. She says, my cat is an excessive licker, and she starts licking off some of her hair. What can be done to stop this? I've never heard. Oh, wait, is this common, by the way?
Yes, it is. It's very common. It's called barbering, and it's very common. Several reasons can be the reason for that. It could be a flea allergy. That happens frequently, that they get into this, they're grooming excessively because they're allergic to the fleas. It can be sort of a obsessive compulsive behavior. So what you need to do is go to the vet, obviously, but you need to distinguish between which one of those things. You can get rid of the fleas, and then your other avenue would be to give the cat. A lot of people have used like hormone therapy on the cats. You can try that. Is that a fairly new technique that's being used? No, I mean, it's been around for a while. The problem with that is that you got to be really careful with it. You can't need something you can just throw on there because cats can become diabetic on hormones. So you have to be careful with what you use.
And once again, encouraging you to, if you don't have a vet, here's a great vet for you. But don't turn to the internet and think that you can be your own vet.
Yes.
That's dangerous for you and your pet.
It can be, depending. The internet is full of good information, but it's more full of bad information. So, and it's hard for somebody who doesn't have the training to tell the difference.
Right. Okay, so hopefully that helped you. Alan has a question. He wants to know, what are some options for calming down a 1-year-old blue heeler? Tell me what a blue heeler is, first of all.
A blue heeler is a cool little dog there. It's sort of a mid-sized dog. They have what's called the Merle pattern, the sort of black and gray and almost bluish hair spots. They generally have copper highlights on their face. They're really nice dogs. The problem is that they are working dogs. That's what they're for, and they tend to have a very high energy level, sort of like labs and terriers and that sort of stuff. So they're always going to be on. Now what you have to do is direct that energy towards something productive, and the best way to do that is just put them into a training school, or rather put yourself and the dog, because the trainers don't, you can have the dog trained, but that means that the dog is going to obey the trainer. So really it's best for you to learn how to train your dog, and that way you spend time with it. That helps a lot in calming them down, just because they're not so excited to see you.
From a timing standpoint, for training, what's a good amount of time you should devote toward?
Depends on the dog's attention span. So kind of like kids, they a lot of dogs have an attention span of a gnat, and then some of them are like doggy geniuses.
Right.
So 15 minutes is the average.
Love it. Thank you, Dr. Bentley. Hopefully that helped you, Alan. If you'd like to reach out to Dr. Bentley, and Dr. Bentley too, because his wife is a doctor as well, there's information right there. Have a great Friday, sir. We will be right back with more with what we're working on when it comes to our Local 15 team next.